Morning, we are excited to introduce you to a new market expert when it comes to investment and financial planning, and that is Gary Thurman with Guardian Investments and Accounting. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for
Good.
joining us. We're
Absolutely.
excited for you to join the Let's Chat family.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, so tell me a little bit about Guardian Investments and Accounting.
Yeah, Guardian Investment and Accounting is an independent financial planning firm, and we pride ourselves on that because we can handle all things financial. From managed money to annuities, life insurance, Medicare planning, long-term care planning. We have it all, and that we're very proud of that, and we love to help folks retire.
And you mentioned that you are an independent planning firm.
Absolutely.
Tell us really what that means and what the benefits are for working with an independent firm like yourself versus, maybe some other chains.
Correct. And I like the word you use, the chains. So, we call those captive firms. So the biggest thing, I like to use an analogy of you going grocery shopping. And so let's say you're going grocery shopping and you have a list of things you want to get done and you want to accomplish while you're there, but you walk in and there's only 2 aisles open for you. So to me, that's like working with a captive financial planning firm. They only have what they have to offer you versus working with someone like ourselves. We're an independent firm where you have 20 aisles to choose from. So by being an independent firm, it gives us the opportunity to really shop for you and make sure that we put the plan together that fits your goals and your needs. A lot of the other firms, you walk in, they do the same thing, and a lot of times the only thing they talk about is growth, where we use a slogan called planning for life. We want to make sure that we put a plan together for the rest of your life, your mom's life, whomever may be sitting in front of us, and by being independent, we've got a lot of options to do that.
Well, we're all going to have different goals and needs
That's right.
and different timelines. So
That's
it's
right.
important to have that customized strategy.
Absolutely.
All right, so we start working with you and you're you give us this great strategy, but how do we know how it's all kind of paying for as fees go?
Yeah, fees, big word.
A scary word.
That is a scary word. And there's been so many articles and so much research, even recently, about fees. And you got to make sure that you understand how the fees work inside your portfolio. There's a lot of hidden fees, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that I'm just going to pay my advisor his 1 or 2% in fees. Well, what you have to really do is break down that investment portfolio and see what all the hidden fees are. There's a lot of them, and they can really get you in trouble. And something we offer for folks is to come in absolutely free, bring your portfolio. We have the software where we can run all of the fees inside of your portfolio. That way you get a true understanding of actually what you're paying in fees, because we say fees are the hidden killer. I mean, it can really eat a lot of your retirement planning away without you even being aware of it.
So there's no hidden fees with you?
No, we're very upfront, and something
Perfect.
I want to talk about. We are very proud to use the fiduciary standard. And what that means is that as an advisor, I have to work in your best interest as my client, and that is just so important to us to follow that fiduciary standard when we practice. So every single thing up front. I usually start with the fine print, because I think you need to understand how that fine print works and how it's going to affect your money down the road.
So a lot of people, they have their money in checking and savings account with a bank or a financial institution already. Right. They think it's easiest to just stay with that institution, but maybe that's not the best strategy.
Not all the time. I think having money in the bank is good, and I encourage folks to keep some money in the bank. I call it your emergency fund. You need to have money that you can get your hands on, but if we're talking about true retirement planning, and trying to build something for the future, the number one reason people use banks is for safety. Especially someone that's 55 and above, they love the safety feature. They're not worried about the market and how it's going to affect their retirement planning because it's safe. But what they need to understand, if you're in a CD and you're making 2% a year on that CD, it does not grow tax deferred. And what I mean by that is, on that 2% gain, you're going to get taxed on that gain. So you're really not making 2%. Where there's other vehicles and other programs that we can put you in that grows tax deferred, which means you will not pay taxes on your gains, and they're as safe, if not more safe, than being in the bank. Right. So there's a lot of solutions out there, a lot of opportunity out there. versus just running to your bank and putting all your money into a CD or money market account.
And there's no way for the common person to keep up with all of this. That's why we need to work with an expert like yourself and your team. All right, so you mentioned the no obligation meeting where you're going to dive into the fees, kind of a starting point with you guys. How do we set that up?
Yeah, so we just encourage everybody to give us a call or simply go to our website. Our phone number is 892-4693, or they can reach us at guardianinvcpa.com. We have an office in Chattanooga and one in Cleveland, Tennessee. So if you have some listeners in Cleveland, we have an office there as well. But the meeting is absolutely free. We just want to sit down, have a conversation with you, see what you've got going on. And the number one question is, what is your goal? You know, is your goal income planning, legacy planning? What is your goal? Let's find out what those goals are, and let's put a plan together for you. If you like the plan, wonderful. You can become our client. If you don't like our plan, that's absolutely fine too. We just like the opportunity to show folks how we work.
All right. Well, Gary, thanks for joining us. And like I said, we're excited because we're going to have you back a few more times on Let's Chat. And in the meantime, you can go ahead and get started with Guardian Investments and Accounting by setting up your first meeting where they're going to dive into everything. And of course, it's no obligation and it is free.
Absolutely.
You can give them a call. The phone number's on the screen, or you can always visit them online at guardianinvcpa.com.
That's it.
All right, Gary, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We'll talk to you again soon.
That was great. Thank you.